Watch out, Chipotle, because today I'm showing you guys how to make their famous Carne Asada, and we are making tacos with it. We are making not only their Carne Asada from scratch, we are making pico. We are also making their guacamole from their not-so-secret recipe, and we're going to make it into a delicious taco. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. It is time to cook. Let's start with the marinade. All right, to start, I am using over here some skirt steak. You can use flank steak, you can use London broil, whatever floats your boat. We are now going to take our beautiful meat over here. Look at that massive slab of meat, place it into a bowl, and now, this marinade is super simple, really easy to make, but packed with flavor. We're gonna start off with a little bit of orange juice. Orange juice is going to add a great sweetness and acidity. And speaking of acidity, we are now also gonna add in 3 to 4 limes. These limes are freaking massive. So I'm only gonna use 3. The recipe does call for 4 normal sized limes. Whoa, this one tried to escape. But because our limes are just so ridiculously massive, I'm only gonna use 3 of them. And now just squeeze those into there. This is going to be a really great citrus marinade. It will tenderize the meat a little bit and overall just give it the most incredible flavor. I mean, I don't know if you've seen those commercials before, but the commercials that Chipotle puts out, the meat looks heavenly. So that is what we are trying to emulate. And I mean, I just cannot wait to eat this. And now our last lime into there. And now next ingredient is some garlic. You know I love garlic. Add some chopped garlic into there. Now, for a little bit of greenery, we're gonna add in some cilantro. Either love cilantro or you hate it. Regardless, you should be putting it in because it adds a lot of great flavor. Then some olive oil into there. You can use any type of neutral oil as well, but I just love the flavor the olive oil gives it. And then just a little bit of cumin for flavor and a touch of some chipotle powder, hence the name Chipotle. So we obviously got to use Chipotle in there. Now, get your hands in there, and you really want to work around, massage this marinade all over your meat. You want to make sure it is fully coated so that it packs every little piece with flavor. All right, that looks awesome. I'm now pressing it down. I'm now going to wash my hands, cover this with plastic wrap, pop it in the fridge, and we're going to marinate for at least 2 hours, but the longer the better. Overnight would be ideal to really pack in the flavor, but you know what, I'm impatient, so I think I'm gonna do 2 hours so that I can eat it as soon as possible. And pop it into the fridge. See you very soon, steak. Okay, now it's time to make the Pico de Gallo. Let's zoom in, and here we go. To that, we are going to add in our chopped up tomatoes into there. It is super simple. Then for a little bit of spice, we're gonna add in our jalapenos diced up, then some garlic into there. Finally, some cilantro, and the last ingredient is not only the zest, but also the juice of a lime. So let's zest our lime. And squeeze in your lime juice into there. And then finally, the last 2 ingredients, you already know, is some Salt Bae action into there. And freshly cracked pepper. Then add your diced white onion. Now stir it all up until fully combined. Look at that beautiful Pico de Gallo. Now it's time to make Chipotle's not-so-secret guac recipe. They literally tweeted it. All right, let's get cooking. It is so simple. All you're gonna wanna do is first grab your avocados. Let's hope and pray these avocados are good. Let's see, and bam, wow, a perfect avocado. Grab your large spoon and just spoon out your avocado into the bowl. Now they actually make quite a small amount. This really only make like 2 avocados worth, which isn't that much, but for the sake of this recipe, that is enough. But if you wanna make for a crowd, I'd recommend just, you know, doubling it, tripling it, or quadrupling it. I won't judge. I mean, more guac, the better. Scoop it in. Now, into that, we're gonna add in our other ingredients that are already pre-chopped. I'm gonna add in some chopped up cilantro, some jalapenos for some heat, and of course, some red onion. This is a very, very basic guac recipe. Then also, of course, add in a little bit of Salt Bae action into there, followed by some freshly cracked pepper, and of course, lastly is some freshly squeezed lime juice. You gotta love lime juice in guac. It really just takes it to a whole other level. Adds some nice citrusy. Oh God, I dropped it in there. Now, my little trick is using a whisk. Use your whisk to mash it up. I think it results in the perfect guac consistency. You get a little chunky, a little smooth. That is just my little trick. Then just grab your spoon to kind of finish the mix, and as you can see, you have this beautiful, simple, delicious, flavorful guacamole. Now it's time to make the rice. Next up, we're making their iconic cilantro lime rice. Let's get to it. Over here I have some white rice that I already cooked. To that, hence the name, I'm adding in some cilantro. That shouldn't be surprising to you. And then finally, You guessed it, we are just going to squeeze in a whole lot of lime juice, which is just going to really take your rice to the next level. It's like so easy to do to make your rice for your taco or burrito bowl, or really anything even more delicious. Just stir it up, and there you go. We have our cilantro lime rice done. All right, we have made all our toppings. We have marinated our meat. Now, over here on my stovetop, I have a cast iron skillet that is on a nice high heat. You can also just use a grill pan, a pan, whatever you like. Now, this has a lot of oil on it already from the marinade, so you don't actually need to oil your pan at all. Just place it in, and it's now time to cook up our meat. We want to get a nice sear on both sides, get it nice and I like medium rare on the inside. And wow, it already filled the whole kitchen with the most incredible smell. I wish you guys could smell through the camera. One day we will have that technology and you will share in the delight of this smell. And now give it a flip. We have some nice browned bits. Some would call that burnt, but I'm calling it browned. That looks and smells incredible. Keep on cooking on the other side. Okay, as you can see, it is kind of smoky in here. There's not the best ventilation, but our meat looks good. It is nicely charred. Now, you might say some of that's a little bit burnt. To be totally honest, I really wanted to get some charred flavor, and I may or may not have stepped aside for way too long. But you know what? It is going to be delicious. Let's take this off of here, and now it's time to slice it up like they do in the Chipotle commercials. I'm excited. All right, I'm trying to wave away some of this smoke. It is so smoky in here, but you know what? Let's just keep going. All right, I'm gonna grab my knife. And it is now time to slice into this and cut into little cubes like they do. Ho, 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 I wish you guys could smell this. See how that looks. Wow, that is a delicious cook. Now, once you cut into strips, the way that they do in the restaurant is they then cut it into cubes. That's easy to bite into your taco. And if you had like long strips, if you bit in, it would kind of fall out of the taco. So the little cubes is perfect. So I'm just going to now cut this up into little cubes. It smells incredible. All right, all our meat is cut. It is looking incredible. I'm so excited to eat. But quickly, before we do that, you know what? If we're already put all this effort in, we may as well take our tortillas and just toast them over the open fire. It really just adds some more flavor. It just really brings them to a whole other level. Gives them some more life. You know what? It's worth it. Just do it. All right, my tortillas are toasted. I'm actually going to grab this little board right over here just to serve them on. Okay. It is the time we've been all waiting for. It is time to plate them up and then eat our tacos. I am literally like, I can't explain how excited I am. First up, we're gonna start with some rice. Now, I know it's not super traditional to put rice in a taco, but you know what? Chipotle does it, so we're doing it because we're recreating their food. Now, you can obviously take all these components that I just made and put them into a burrito bowl. Literally anything you'd like would work. And now next up is our beautiful Carne Asada. Let's just pile that in there. Ooh, this is already looking incredible. We haven't even added the colorful parts yet. Okay, Carne Asada's into there. Now it's time for the accoutrement. I think that's how you say it. I don't think it's like a fancy French word. And basically what that just means is all of the delicious toppings. So we are going to now take some of our pico, top that on there, get that on all of them. Oh, this looks good. Guac doesn't cost extra because we made it ourselves. So you can serve yourself as much as you like and it does not cost extra. Let's add in our guac. Wow, I don't know how many times I have to say I'm excited because I just am. Like, I don't think words could even possibly describe how pumped I am to eat this. A little more guac. Then last but not least, I'm gonna add a few little drops of my favorite hot sauce onto there. This is totally skippable, but I mean, you know what? We've already gone all this distance. We may as well just top it with a little more hot sauce. And bam, there you go. That is how you make your own homemade Carne Asada Chipotle tacos at home. There's one last thing to do. Let's give it a try. Okay, I am, oh. Okay, look at that. How heavenly does that look? Let's give it a try. Incredible. Wow, that is packed with all of the flavor and textures you could ever want in a taco. The Carne Asada is meaty. It has that lime juice and orange juice, almost a little bit of sweetness from the orange juice, had the citrusy from the lime juice. Then the guacamole is super creamy, flavorful. The pico adds a little fresh note with that fresh zing from the onion and the tomato. Then the rice is just a nice base in there. It makes it more filling. And then topped off with your hot sauce. And it is just a delicious, delicious lunch, dinner. And you know what? I wouldn't judge you. I would eat this for breakfast. If you want to make this for breakfast, you do you. I support it. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, be sure to let me know by hitting the big red subscribe button. It's big, it's red, it's free to click to join the YouTube fam, and comment down below what is your favorite fast food dish that you want to see me recreate, and hit the like button if you haven't already. Just, help out with the algorithm or however the YouTube works. You know the drill. All right, if you need me, I'm going to be devouring all these 3 tacos, and then I think I might make myself some more. Clearly, this makes enough for a crowd or one very hungry Eitan. Bye.